This is Katie Gilreath, and for the Emerging Technologies second presentation, I am focusing on measuring learning, and with that, I have decided to focus on Pear Deck. So this is what my Pear Deck home screen looks like, and as you can see, I've already created 2 Pear Decks here. My students have recently finished reading the book The Indian in the Cupboard and watching the movie, so we are working on comparing and contrasting the two. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up and click Start Presenting as if I'm presenting it to a class right now. Then what comes up is making sure that it is on the projector, and then a website for the students to go to along with a code. And I really like that it has the words associated with the letters down here also. And on your teacher screen, you can see how many students you have that have joined, and then you just go to your first slide to start. And my first slide happens to be a YouTube clip. Okay, so then you can type your answer in on the screen. And then go through and answer. So as you can see, I have some multiple choice questions here also. As well as some more written response. And then when you're completed, you can go ahead and click End Session. And you'll be able to have your results in a Google Sheet. One aspect of Pear Deck that I really appreciate is that you can export your results to Google Sheets, and then you're able to sort them by question type, by student, or however you would like. As with any resource, you are able to find pros and cons. With Pear Deck, one of the pros I found is that it is another resource for data tracking. As an intervention specialist, I feel that I can never have enough resources for tracking data. Also, you could see that the data was easily exported. We were able to view that on Google Sheets and sort throughout that as we would like. It is also engaging. I can definitely see my students requesting to play Pear Deck. And then lastly, it is customizable. I was able to customize the Pear Deck to suit my needs. Some of the cons is that it is time consuming to create. I'm just comparing this to things that we can find on Teachers for Teachers, for example, that we just print and go ahead and use. You must have use of a smartboard or a projector. I realize that many classrooms have these nowadays, but I share a classroom with another teacher, so sometimes that can be a distraction depending on which students are in the room. And lastly, it's not as advanced as some data tracking. The Horizon report mentioned some data tracking that included socioeconomic status, for example. And of course, we can't get that advanced with all of our data tracking. Overall, though, I really enjoyed Pear Deck, and I will definitely be using it in my classroom.